6 carousel stations will present the main modules of SAFECARE to understand in depth how this module can be used by the end users. So we will respect the agenda for the presentation in a remote mode. So for the first presentation, which is in a remote way, people who are in the amphitheater can participate to visualize this presentation. After this first carousel station presentation, all the people who are on site can go to the Salle des Textiles to participate to the other carousel station with the different partner of SAFECARE project and ask directly their question, ask with all the developer of the modules. For the participants who are in a remote mode, then stay in the Zoom session to visualize each carousel station presented by the different partner. So with this way, we have the 2 parallel sessions, the remote session with the presentation in sequence of all the carousel stations, and for people who are on site, after the first one, you could participate in real interaction with the carousel station on site in Salle des Textiles, Ocnam. So, thank you. Now I think that the problem is solved for Zenji. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, and we hear you. It's fantastic. The technique is beautiful. So now I give the floor to David Lancelin, who animates the session in the amphitheater and for all the remote participants. So David, you are the supervisor and the chairman of the session this afternoon.
Okay, thank you, Philippe. So now we'll have a presentation of the building threat monitoring system by Zenji with senior research scientist at Milestone. Zenji, the floor is yours.
Thank you, David. I'm going to make a short demo of Smart Client, which is the client application of the Milestone X-Protect solution. So I would suppose you see my screen.
We do.
Okay, so let's start. We will make, first I will show you how to add a camera view in Smart Client. Now here you can see I have already added 1 camera. So this is the camera shop. Then you can see, you can move it around and you can create snapshot. You can also start a recording, a manual recording. Usually the recording starts automatically. And then, of course, you can also see the recorded videos. You can always go back to the history, move it back and forth. You can also play. Then the Smart Client can also show the alarms. Right now, there are no alarms, but I'm going to create some later. So let's add new camera views. We name it as operation room. Then we just drag a camera into it. Here there's a virtual camera, but it will work as a real camera. So here is also a PTZ camera, so you can move to the left and right, up and down. Let's reset it. So we save it. Then let's also add a map. So we can put the building and the floor plan. So we'll just find on the map, we just find the empty space for our virtual hospital. So there's empty space here. We add a building. You can drag the 4 points. And then you can also add different levels. We rename it as ground. So that's the building. Then we can add the floor plan. We have the floor plan saved on the disk. It's an image. Then we just load the image. So in the same way, you can drag the 4 corners. So it doesn't have to be perfect. We save it. Now we just need to add some devices. There are some cameras in the system, so let's add them to the map. You can also adjust the field of view. This field of view is only used for the security stuff. It's not right now. It's not used by the software itself. So we have 3 cameras now. So one in the office, another one in the operation room. The third one is in the corridor. We can also add other sensors. So for example, let's add a thermometer here to the operation room. This icon is not so good, so let's change it. We pick a better icon. So this one looks better. So now the devices have been added. Let's just add a new location so we can always go back. This will be very useful if you have multiple buildings in your system or in your company. So when the location is added, you can move it around in the map. You can zoom out. And then you can always go back. So we go back to the operation room. Now I will show you how the alarm, I will trigger alarm and see how it's handled. So now there's a fire starts and it's detected by our analytics component. It triggers the alarm. Here you can see the camera. The corresponding camera is highlighted. And then the user can see the video clip. So that's a way to confirm the alarm. So if the user confirms this one, he can acknowledge it. So in progress means it's acknowledged, but there's someone has to look at it. Someone will go to the operation room and check it. So someone has stopped the fire. Then the security staff will check the old alarms and see if still relevant. If it's not relevant anymore, then this alarm can be closed. So I can also show, I will also show you another example. This is in the doctor office. We have two cameras, one from the inside, one from the office, and another one in the corridor. So if you remember, we added these two cameras in the beginning of the demo. So now the doctor walks towards the office and someone follows him. So both of them enter the office, and that's the tailgating, and it was detected. And then there's an alarm here. It's also similar. You can see the camera is highlighted. And then the security staff can watch the recorded video. So we have acknowledged it again. So as usual, you can see the video. So another feature I want to show is the search function, because you probably have got many alarms during the day, and some of them are relevant, some of them are not so relevant. So it's nice to search them. I've added these two cameras, and let's try to search. You can choose the state. So let's only search new alarm. So there's no new alarm. So that means all alarms have been handled. If you include in progress alarms, so there is one alarm here. So that's the tailgating alarm. So now the demonstration is done. Yeah, I want to mention that all the features I've shown here have corresponding commercial solutions. Yeah, if you have any questions, I'm ready to answer.
Okay, thank you, Zenji, for your presentation of the building threat monitoring system. Do we have any questions? in the auditorium? Or do you have
Received
questions,
one
Michaela,
question,
for
yes.
the online attendance?
I
Yes.
received one question, please, Zenji. Where to find the available analytic solutions and how to find the salespeople contact?
Yeah, if you are in the on-site, you can talk to our sales specialist, Jose.
Yes.
He's there, and then he can show you the solutions. The commercial solutions are not the same, but they are very similar. And in our SAFECARE solution, we also have this propagation, but that's not commercialized yet.
And also for people that are not on site today, for people.
Yeah, if you are
yes.
not on site, then I think I can show you this one. Let me try. Then you can easily search. If you can see my screen.
Yes,
See
we
my
can.
screen? Yeah, then you just search milestone marketplace. Then you can find the different solutions, and then you can search here.
Thank you, Zenji.
Other questions, Michaela?
No.
Okay,
Not from
thank
my
you,
side.
Zenji, for your live demo. It was well appreciated to show us the features of the building threat monitoring system. Thank you very much.